Republican vice presidential nominee JD Vance is now in Wisconsin making a campaign stop. Interestingly enough, his plane landed at Eau Claire Airport just minutes after Vice President Kamala Harris's plane landed at the same airport. Just goes to show how critical the campaign trail is for both parties right now. Earlier today, Vance was in Macomb County. His speech at the Shelby Township Police Department centered around crime and immigration. But it's one question that our Andres Gutierrez asked that's driving the conversation on the campaign trail today.
Well, last night, Vice President Harris's running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, essentially called his opponent, Senator JD Vance, an elite, citing his Ivy League education, among other factors. This morning, I asked Mr. Vance what his impressions were of those remarks, and here's what he told me.
Well, look, I came from a family where nobody in my family had ever gone to law school. I grew up in a poor family. The fact that Tim Walz wants to turn it into a bad thing, that I actually worked myself through college, through law school, and made something myself. To me, that's the American dream. And if Tim Walz wants to insult it, I think that's frankly pretty bizarre.
Flanked by law enforcement in Shelby Township Wednesday, Trump's running mate, Ohio Senator JD Vance, fired back hours after his opponent made these remarks.
Like all regular people I grew up with in the heartland, JD studied at Yale, had his career funded by Silicon Valley billionaires, and then wrote a bestseller trashing that community. Come on! I can't wait to debate the guy.
But Vance already going on the offense.
Well, I wonder, Tim Walz, when were you ever in war? What was this weapon that you carried into war, given that you abandoned your unit right before they went to Iraq, and he has not spent a day in a combat zone?
Senator Vance's second campaign stop in Michigan wasn't open to the general public, mostly members of law enforcement and leaders from across Macomb County who listened in to the 30-minute conversation focusing on crime and immigration.
It is a policy choice to open up the American southern border and allow migrant criminals to come into this community and make it less safe.
Senator Vance visited the Shelby Township Police Department, where last week the chief of police announced charges against this 32-year-old man who is accused of sexually assaulting a relative who isn't even a teenager. Police say he had been deported but made it back into the U.S. illegally. Vance believes these kinds of crimes will only continue if Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate win in November.
It's not about, is it a problem today? Is it a problem tomorrow? How do I tell victims that the individual that took the lives of their family shouldn't have been here in the first place?
In Shelby Township, Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Detroit.